Today I'm going to do a video on starting the Mounjaro weight loss injection pen. So I actually tried it for 3 months last year, and I was working out twice a week. I was doing kickboxing sessions, and I was also following Weight Watchers, and I really didn't notice that there was much of a difference at all. And I started off month 1 on the starting dose of 2.5 milligrams. The second month I went up to 5 milligrams, and by the third month I went up to 7.5. That's when I run into a little bit of difficulty. So I'm not sure what happened, but it started really messing about with my hormones, to the point where I was really dehydrated. I couldn't go to the toilet properly, and it did cause some complications, which resulted in me going to the GP, and then I just stopped using them. So within that 3 months, I can't say that I noticed that much of a difference. Fast forward to this year, I'm getting married in August. I've got about 2.5 months now, and all attempts at dieting this year have gone out the window. So bit of a panic station. I really want to try the Mounjaro Pen again, and give myself 2.5 months on it and see if I can lose some weight. So please excuse my gel eye patches. I'm just trying some new gel hydrochloric acid that's better, patches, because I woke up this morning, my eyes were so puffy, and I do suffer a lot with kind of like sunken dark circles. So I've stored these in the fridge and wanted to give them a go. So they've actually been on probably about 45 minutes now, because I've just kind of like left them on, done some cleaning. So it'll be quite interesting actually. Oh my god, my eyes feel amazing. Yeah, I think they actually have worked quite well. My eyes feel amazing. Anyway, this isn't about eye patches. This is about the Mounjaro Pen. So let's get into it, shall we? Okay, so I don't know how much information you want, but this is how it comes in the box. This is the pen. So it gives you the dose here. So this, as you can see, it's 2.5 starting dose, and then you've got like a little dial at the end. Okay, so you just take the lid off, and this is where you attach the needles. The needles come separate, and they come in a little pack, which is pretty cool. Obviously you dispose of them after each use. The needles look like this. And what you do is you take the bottom off. So it's you would take that off, and then you just put it on, you twist it, and then you've got the tiniest little needle on here. When you first have it, this is on 0. You click it twice, you just hear 2 little clicks, click, click, and then you tap like this when the needle's on. That releases any air that's inside, and then what you do is you just press the bottom without using it on your body. So you just press the bottom, and it will squirt out just a little bit of testing liquid that will remove the bubbles. So then what you can do is you twist this all the way until it won't twist anymore. Okay, then you can either inject it into your thigh or into your stomach, your abdomen. So it's got to be 5 centimeters away from your belly button. You inject it. It is so small. It is completely pain-free. Even if you're scared of needles, you just can't feel it. So you place it into your stomach or your leg, and then you slowly press this. So this is about out here roughly. So you slowly press it down all the way until this here goes back to 0, and then you leave it in your stomach then for 10 seconds before removing it. So what you do then is you put the lid back onto the needle, you twist it like this, and then you can just pull the needle off. Once you've got this, you put it in a sharps needle box, which they provide for you when you buy it. So you just discard that each time. This then, it needs to be stored in the fridge. It has to be stored in the fridge. So you just put that back on. I just put it in there. All my spare needles, I just put in the box and then put it in the fridge. You probably want to know the sort of logistics around it. I'm not going to give my my weight out to the world. However, I am a certain stone, 12.5 pounds. So my plan is that once a week I will weigh, and then I will give you an update on if I've lost anything. So fingers crossed that I have. I took the first dose today. I took it about 11 o'clock this morning after breakfast. I have felt quite full all day, I suppose, or just like not hungry at all. I've felt very, very thirsty, so I've had like 2 big cups of tea, like 2 bottles of water. I've also purchased some electrolytes as well, because I think maybe that was one of the mistakes I made last year, was becoming too dehydrated. So I have purchased some electrolytes from the TikTok shop, so they're quite cool, in all different flavours. They are due to arrive like in the next couple of days. Side effects today, nothing really, although I have had heartburn all afternoon. I didn't have heartburn with it last year, so that would be like a new side effect, I guess, but that seems to have subsided by now, and it's around 7 p.m. So far so good. I'm excited to try it. I will let you know if I've had any like adverse side effects, and generally what I've noticed on them as the weeks go by. So yeah, wish me luck. And yeah, let's go on this journey together. And if you're gonna get it, then yeah, just try it, I guess. You have to, I went through MedExpress online. You kind of go through a little bit of a form online to put in your weight. I think it works out your BMI, you put in your height, your age. You have to send a picture, which is slightly awkward because it's kind of like you send in a picture and then they just confirm that you're fat, which is a bit horrible really. But you know, once that's confirmed and they can see that yeah, you are who you say you are, you've got to send your driving license or your passport off as well, just like a picture of it. And then once they confirm that it's you and that they think you're suitable, they will say yes online, and then they will dispatch it. I actually ordered it yesterday and it arrived, sorry, I ordered it 2 days ago and it arrived yesterday. So yeah, it was super fast. The only downside I would probably say is that it's quite expensive. Yeah, so it's 130, and then you have to pay for like a tracking as well, and there's no option to take that off, which costs another £4. So it's about 134 to start off with. Every single time you go up a dose, it will increase in price. I think the last time I used it, the 7.5 milligrams was around £190. It is a lot of money, and it is something that you would need to be using probably for about at least 6 months, and then you could like maybe come off it and then just kind of like continue sort of like healthy daily eating habits, etc. But you know, it's an investment, and if it works, then you're doing it as an investment for yourself and for your health. So yeah, I will see you in 1 week's time. I just wanted to add as a side note that I'm not really planning on following a particular diet this year. So I'm not following like Slimming World or Weight Watchers. I am just generally planning on making healthy choices. So a lot of you know, eggs, avocado on toast, chicken, you know, a lot of clean eating. So that's what I'm planning on doing. And I'm not working out at the moment this year. Maybe in a month's time, if my energy levels really increase significantly, then I will probably start implementing a little bit more high impact exercising. But at the moment my job is quite sedentary. My only sort of level of exercise at the moment is walking my dog around the park. So, but I'm kind of doing this on purpose because a lot of my friends, colleagues, well, most of the people I know who have been on Mounjaro have lost kind of significant amounts of weight, and they haven't been sort of exercising or dieting either. So just as kind of like a little experiment, I guess, because that's the only thing different than what I was doing last year. So I just want to see maybe if that makes any difference. So